can hear me. What's going on, everyone? Just be here, and as always, man, I'm excited to be back talking power. I see we got a couple people in the house already. It's all right. Raising Kanan is one of those things that I think a lot of people are kind of undecided on inside the power universe regarding what's their favorite. But personally, this is my power spinoff, Raising Kanan. But we're gonna have a good time tonight, guys. And I really gotta ask. I really gotta ask, right? Why is it that Starz decides to drop these episodes at 12 a.m. midnight? Why doesn't Starz be like a normal streaming service like a Disney Plus, who does it like at 9 p.m. or something? You watch what you gotta watch, then you gotta go to bed. Got you guys up here, all of us are like these fiends who are waiting for this show like we don't got work in the morning. Like, I'm surprised to see you guys are here. Like, y'all don't have work in the morning. Anyways, drop some love in the comment section, guys. Let's see who we got here. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what you're excited for within this particular season of Raising Kanan as we're going through this watch party, man. But I know personally, for me, I already said what it's going to be. I'm going to be standing on business this season as it relates to temperature. Is it going to be breezy this season or not? You know what I mean? I got my coffee here, so it's had to keep me up because, like I tell you guys, my bedtime is usually 9:30. I'm literally an old man in a young man's body. So I gotta try to sip on this coffee to make it make sense, man. But listen, this one, they told us it was gonna be coming in from winter. I think we're now almost into spring, and it's like we're just getting Raising Kanan, so we technically should have already been on maybe BMF, if anything, right? But I really gotta think about it. What's going on with Force? Anybody heard any news about Force? Because that's a little that been gone a little while. I'm not gonna lie, Force been gone a minute. We got a couple people jumping in the chat. We got Ronald from Memphis. Robbie, I think I remember you. I think you hopped on the last Raising Kanan finale stream that we had, and we had a conversation. If I remember correctly, you're the your counselor. So good to have you back, Ronald. If that's you, if I'm correct on that. But good to have you back. We got D Trill. Say very hype. We've been waiting for 13 months, bro. That is true. Last February is when we last had Raising Kanan. Yeah, man. What's sick? It's like we're looking forward to it, right? And obviously the quality of this show is different than the others. But the way they landed that plane called Power Book 2 Ghost was trash. It was trash. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. So, hey, new subscriber D Trill in the building. All right, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Gotta wait for some more people to hop in up in here, man. But I know, listen, your boy's been away for a minute, man. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, YouTube is in my life, right? On the side. In real life, I'm running two businesses, man. Like, I'm running a website design and a software development agency, and then I'm also in construction of a movie theater right now. In construction, so I'm busy, right? I'm running teams, running projects, staff, all that kind of stuff. So I do this out of passion. So I know a lot of people are probably like, bro, where you been, man? You haven't posted a video in a while. I've been working on some projects in the background. The power story that I told you guys about a long time ago. Been working on that and dropping a new video about that soon. The first part in that series. But yeah, bro, I'd be busy. I can't be making videos about everything power related all day long like some people do. Like I scroll past some people's videos sometimes, like other channels, and I don't know how they keep finding new content to spin out of power and whatnot, bro. But I saw something today where somebody was like, yeah, man, Lou, here's proof as to where Lou is really and truly Ghost's father. And I'm like, you guys be reaching. Like, y'all really be reaching, creating videos just for views and stuff like that. I'm like, cut it out, man. Support Gaming 2026 says, I know it's been over, but how you feel about the book 2 ending and, old boy not coming back? I still feel the same. Like, they landed that plane, they crash landed that plane, bro. Like, they need to let that side of the Power Universe, I think that needs to cool off for a bit. I had some time to think about it. Just let it sit for a bit and let it be over there. Let it be its own thing. Leave Tariq and the baby bops alone for a little bit, and let's just focus on, Force. Let's focus on Raising Kanan, which thankfully has shot season 4, which is premiering tonight, and season 5. They shot those back to back. So I don't know when season 5 is gonna end up coming out, but I'm hoping obviously maybe 2026, early 2026, we can be able to get that. And so I think Tariq knows how they ended that show was trash, bro. It truly was. Say Lou is definitely not Ghost Dad, and Crank is not Ghost. Listen, I don't know where they be making this stuff up from. I think some people just like to speculate and talk through it. But for the most part, I gotta put out quality content for you guys. The almost 19,000 of you guys who are subscribed to my channel, I can't put out trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be talking about anything all day long. But one of my promises also on my channel is to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I'm passionate about it and I'm talking about it. And so I do a live stream because Raising Kanan is like, that's my thing, right? And I theory videos all day and whatnot. Like, sometimes even though they're fun, they dilute your channel a little bit like that, and sometimes they're for people who might not have a job. So I do stuff in real life. Do you think they are working on Origins right now? I was talking to shout out to my boy Nick, Mr. Power. So we were having a conversation about this the other day, and he was saying how he thinks that nothing's gonna happen with that anymore because we haven't heard about it in a while. And he got the gears turning in my mind. I think he's actually correct. The fact that it's been so long since it's been like announced, which I think it was like kind of the early part of last year, and you haven't heard anything back since, usually means the show is in development hell. Usually, at least by now, you would have gotten an announcement of casting at a minimum. And so the fact that we haven't seen any sort of progress with that right now is concerning. I know 50 Cent is building up things on a new network, on the G-Unit platform that he has. And so, I don't think that's going to remove or change the licensing agreements that he has with Stars, but you never know what's brewing in the background. Stars is also I think we focus so much on the bigger parts of it, but Stars is also gonna hit a huge money crunch in April because their Lionsgate split that has to be approved by, I think, like the federal government. It's expected to be finalized then. So that's also something to keep in mind, guys. So I don't know the money that Stars is going to be able to have to keep pumping these shows out, especially new ones like this. It's going to be crazy. I also don't think I want to see Origins, but I think we need to slow down on the spinoffs. I think it's going to dilute the brand a little bit more. It's going to keep on diluting it. And I don't think we want to see that where we just have a spinoff having a spinoff say. So anyways, I'm pulling up the Stars app right now, which is always buggy. It logged me in, it logged me out. And I was actually surprised the other day to see that my Stars subscription was still active. Because, boy, when I see my credit card keeps giving me that, I'm like, I forgot to let that go. Does it happen to anybody else? Like, you forget that you have Stars still activated, like you didn't deactivate it until the show comes back on. But yeah, I don't see the point in Origins being made. Yeah, it's exactly all it is, man. That's exactly all it is. So, yeah, I think we can see Makai and Haley inside that too. All right, so we are about to start this. I'm going to be pulling it up, and let's go refresh. 12 a.m. All right, bedtime be gone. So here we go. Raising Kanan. Let's pull she up. I am in stars. I'm gonna set my timer so we also have a stopwatch. So you guys can see I have not started it yet. I will flip the stopwatch when we are ready. All right. So I'm pulling it up. Almost loaded. Season 4. Boom. All right, here we go. Breeze. I mean unique. Sorry, my bad. All right, guys, let's go ahead. I'm gonna cut the music, and I'm gonna hit play. You know they're gonna do their thing, show the little previews beforehand. So we got a preview for Spartacus, which I'm going to be doing breakdowns for. I can't wait for House of Asher. I'm going to be doing breakdowns for this when this comes out later this year. All right, I'm going to set the clock and we guys can synchronize. All right. Let's see. Any more trailers? Gangsters don't die. Are we ready? Are we ready? Boom. All right, guys. Clock's gone. Synchronize. Let's see. And I'm going to be talking throughout this too, so. So after the episode, I'm going to drop the Beeline link in the chat so you guys can come up and we can just talk about it real quick. Yeah. I miss Rock and Unique. I love them as a couple, man. They really had fire chemistry. Interestingly enough, I didn't have to rewatch Raising Kanan. Like I normally rewatch a show before it comes back because it's so fresh in my memory and because I really enjoy it. Ronnie. Remember when I was saying Ronnie was Breeze? I'm sure everybody remembers that. Yeah, it looks like they're making Stefano Marchetti a bigger part of the season, so that's interesting. Oh yeah, she did kill her. That is true. Uh, I called that thing with detective getting killed off so accurately, man. Mm. Theme song time. Part of the gang. And I'm gonna be dropping a breakdown video tomorrow as well. Well, today, because it's 12 o'clock. I wonder why they decided to make Stefano a part of the main cast this season. When I saw him like in the poster, like that threw me off because he was just a recurring character before. If you guys have any theories about it, let me know. I want to drop my photo inside here with the showrunner of Raising Kanan said about Breeze. I'm gonna put a screenshot in here if I could find it. I should drop that in here just for fun. So anyone hops on the stream, they'll just see it and be like, "What's he at again?" All right, so theme song just finished, and we're starting the episode. We're picking right up from the Ronnie killing and the Detective Howard killing. Okay, so they're showing us how Breeze, sorry, Unique survived. This nigga just coughing and wake up. Come on, man. Do better. Don't let me down this season, Power. Come on. It's one thing for Kanan to survive a fire after fighting ghosts, but y'all gotta drive this one home for me. So now connect the dots. Like, so he's calling someone. Probably the guy we saw in the trailers. You gotta watch out in the Stars app, man. Can't watch it on YouTube. We're here to talk about it. All right, so he got him. That's new footage that they shot. That wasn't something that they shot at the time. When that happened, I think was episode 4 or 5 of last season. This nigga's Breeze, man. You're not gonna bring somebody back to life like that for nothing. The way they're trying to explain it, I'm a hold on for a second. The quality of the show is just so much better, man. The cinematography is so much richer. What the hell was that about? Oh, so they're making us look at. They're making us look at stuff again. So is there gonna be something? Hmm. Hmm. They want us to pick up new clues. Maybe she's crazy. She's just got crazy hungry. Or is that just a line? Okay. All right. I dig it. I like the angle they're taking with this one. I like it, like making us see things we've already seen, but from a different angle. That long stare between them two. I'm telling you, man, Patina Miller can have chemistry with a brick wall. Hmm. So they're gonna be hiding, or look, they're telling us that he was being hidden out at a vet spot. Mm. Mm. So they're telling us he's gonna be different. What if he wakes up and is like, I don't want to be called. You need no more. Okay. So we really far back. Hmm. What was he saying? I had to rewatch that scene. I freaking knew it. I knew it. Oh man, the theory is gonna go wild with that one. Terrell says they want to see what Breeze do to Kanan. And he could kill him, go with Breeze and get on guy. He had to know the one that was so come for the crown. Theory is gonna go wild on that one. Her puking up like that. You know what that means? Do you guys see the difference in camera work? Like the quality of the shots is different. Hmm. I want to drop a picture in here. He said Ghost got to be alive. Yeah, I don't know Sean family. Okay. They got to speed it up, man. We're a little too far behind. But let me be patient. Let me be patient, Miss Joy. I'm gonna drop a picture on the stream so you guys can see something. Then we can talk with it. So, okay, so one, okay, in a pregnancy test, one line, Yes. So one line means negative. So what's that? It's gotta be something he learns later. Or is she sick? Maybe she's not pregnant. What if she's sick? Yeah, boy, you ain't want that, Kanan. They gave the show a lot more budget this season. I'm just gonna pop this right on here. We gonna talk about this. I put something on there. We'll talk about this. Rasul, you watch it on the Stars app. We're here to talk about it, man. You can't live stream those things on YouTube. The timestamp tells you how far we are into the episode. Damn, we're 21 minutes in? Wow. So this dinner with jukebox and Cole. I get they're trying to let us see things in between, but man, I want some. I need some meat, some substance. Hmm. But jukebox does eventually end up in the army, or I think, right? Well, at least as a police officer. I assume that she always went to the army and then became a police officer. Mm. So, oh boy, she is pregnant. Wow. So she's gonna delete it. I don't think she's gonna end up doing that. got so many questions about that whole pregnancy thing. I got so many things rolling around in my head. Hmm. So many questions. Never saw a scene before between Kanan and his grandmother. Hmm. So Rock's father's name was Elijah. This we already knew. They really have elevated the production quality of this season. Hmm. Hmm. That's a that's a good point, Terrell. I remember when he told Tariq that. We're still in 1993, based on the car insurance sticker. Hmm. Man, you think so? I don't know. Oh boy, they do call black people monkeys amongst those parts. I don't think she's gonna get the deletion. Oh, Man, you think she gonna actually do it? You think? But okay. Mm, mm, wow. Wow. That's gonna play into. That's gonna play into something. I don't think they just pop inside there for any reason. Wow. It's it's a little slow when we start to the season. It's a little slow. Yeah, he tweaking a little bit. Unique is tweaking a little bit. Why are they having us watch this? Hmm. What y'all think? I see. I see Terrell. I see. Hmm. All you think is rock. I see how that can look like that though. I see how we could look like that. Yeah. Mm. Easy Eye is really not the same. I don't like it. I don't like. But we'll let it play out. Well, Terrell, back to your point with Lou and Kanan. Is this going to lead into that? Are they going to show us something? they really pay attention to the detail on this show. He has on a Reebok jacket from the 90s. That exact same one. This journey through their family history. Hmm. Message received. Is that Ronnie? Yeah. But is that actually Grant and Colon? Yeah, that's him. Okay. So they got him to come back. Shoot that. Okay. That's new footage. Think so? Yeah, the way how you were scoping them out was like ghosts. race. Could be. Could be Terrell. Famous sister. And brought her back. Remember they were hot and heavy, Jess and Lou, before she left. Okay, so we're picking up speed. People probably think the guy Kanan was talking to us now was Breeze. Watch the theory videos. Was that Breeze? What's going on with Grimes? Marv. We're almost done with this episode, and she's sick. Yeah, always. Hmm. Man, all this was happening in the background last season. Wow. Oh. Oh man. Unique almost got him. Interesting. I know what you guys, but this episode is still boring. It's still boring. Okay, so now we come back to present day, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, now we're in present day. I guess Unique is peeping them leave, take Ronnie out. So he's gonna now start to piece things together that aren't true. And Rock is gonna have to use that card of Unique, no, I was pregnant with your baby. Is that it? Is that it? No, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Let me see the preview for the next episode. Okay, so I'm done. The episode just finished. I can be honest with y'all. I'll be honest with y'all. That was lame. I don't even know if that's worth talking about, to be honest. That breakdown video that I'm gonna drop later is gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard because that was not worth it at all. Just because I promised, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat anyway, right? If you guys wanna come up and discuss, I just dropped the link in the chat. If you guys wanna come and talk about it real quick. I'll be honest with you guys. As far as Raising Kanan season premieres go, that was slow. That was slow. And a lot of nothing. And yeah, I just don't get it. Looks like let me get that off there. All right. Good. All right. But that was slow, man. I wish I had more to say about that episode. The whole okay, so they definitely did a good job improving like the quality of production for sure of the show overall. Like you can see that's there. Now beyond that, the whole coming around, the way they were explaining it. By the way, they're not and they're not that was the explanation. Yeah, they said that was the explanation. They showed it. That was it. I guess Ronnie didn't hit him hard enough, and so, or he didn't check to make sure he was actually dead, and that was that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. All right, let's see. We got one person hopping on. Let me see. I'm gonna bring you up. I'm gonna bring you to my right. All right, to behind this image, Mr. Ronald. How's it going, man? I'm not sure if you can hear me as yet. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Can you hear me?
Man?
I can hear you.
I got you.
All right.
So what'd you think, man?
Okay. It's a thing, and I can't see you. Hold on.
All right, let me let
What
him.
is this? Share
Let him
screen.
collect it a little bit.
Okay, I see you now.
I don't know if people are gonna start trashing this. I'm not gonna start trashing it. All I'm saying is the episode, by standards of what they normally do, is slow. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna trash it, but it was slow. You know. All right, Mr. Ronald, you in now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. So what did I think about?
I don't know. Listen. Obviously, they're trying to get us to, especially the thing with Kanan's grandfather, and see. I get it from a writing perspective. You're seeding some things in there for us to see the ramifications of it, how it played out in the season finale and throughout the season. I get it, but I think as a starter, you have to definitely come out of the gate swinging every time, and then you have your highs and lows throughout the season. I mean, I might as well had had just stayed in bed, and just picked up in the morning and just watched this episode. What do you think?
What, well, with Raising Kanan, they've always done good with the timeline, and typically one season picks up right the next hour from the previous season, right?
Right.
And so they had to give us the unique story of what happened. We would have been upset if they hadn't have showed us how he survived. It's still amazing that he survived. I think if he had been hit in the head one time, it would be more believable. But okay, so we know what happened now, and it set up the rest of the season really. And you remember the first time we talked, we were talking about Raising Canaan, and I said there's got to be more story about the mom and the dad.
Yeah.
And there was a lot about Lou and Elijah Thomas last season, so I appreciated that little backstory on them.
And yeah, bringing that
And I
full
think there's
circle
a
back
lot
is huge.
more to yeah, I think there's a lot more to E Train that's gonna come out. And those little nuggets about Rock. I mean, I didn't see the pregnancy coming. I had never even thought about that.
I
You
I'm
know,
just I'm just
there
wondering how
was a
that's
lot of
gonna
lot of.
play into things as well, because for them to throw that in there like that, and then she deletes the pregnancy. I'm like, maybe this plays in later when she has to interact with Unique, maybe. But again, I think it's a purpose. I think our writers here, they're a little bit more intentional with what they're doing, and
Hmm.
so it's just, you got to be careful with this audience, man. Our Power Universe fan base. You know, we sometimes we don't like that HBO style storytelling. If you know what I mean. Sometimes we need that pew pew pew, and then you know you you kind of fade it in there. But yeah, writing wise, sure. Was it worth you know um, was it worth the wait? I don't think so.
Did you catch the point? Did you catch the point that it wasn't her first abortion?
I did, and I was actually surprised to hear that.
Hmm.
I was very surprised to hear that too. So a lot that we don't know about Rock, and so I think we're gonna see a lot
Hmm.
more really get unveiled this season, and maybe that's why they're starting off so strong with the whole, "Hey, Kaden, here's the history paper you were doing on your peoples and whatnot," and so make it make sense. Maybe we're gonna learn a little bit more about, like you said, Elijah. Like we see this family, their dynamic as they are right now. Him being the head of that family, we know a little bit about him from last season. Okay, I'm driving home for us, and how that really kind of comes into present day. I think I'm gonna enjoy that journey as they go ahead and do that. But we got one person saying that they're copying the season 4 pregnancy storyline from Ghost. That was a little different, you know. I said copy. It was a little different. Um, the Ghost one was just stupid. How they just kind of threw that in there with Diana and all that didn't make sense, in my opinion. To throw that in there, unless you were just using it for a plot device, of course. But yeah, I think the cinematography, production quality is there, but overall, I wish there was a little bit more. That's just me. I think as I got to do a breakdown video and rewatch the episode and analyze it and do my notes and all that kind of stuff, I'm thinking right now off the top of my head, I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? You know. So that's my what are some of your closing thoughts on that?
I say it's going to be a great season. I think they planted some seeds for some good stuff.
Okay.
I really do. I just think that the first episode did what it needed to do. They had to give us that that story of Unique and how he survived. We had to have that, and I kind of figured there would be a flashback type of thing. So we know they went back 3 months from the shootout in the warehouse. They went back 3 months, and so he was out there for 3 months, following them, looking for everybody, and so I thought it was pretty good. Not exciting, but it did what it needed to do. We needed those nuggets. I think that's how I see it.
I feel like that's the kind of show of
And I
Bible
went
fans
back
that's
and
gonna know.
I went back and watched the first 3 seasons a couple of months ago,
Mm.
and took a lot of notes. And I think we're probably going to find that I believe Shirley and E Train had a relationship, definitely, and that might be. No one can tell me why she is the only person on the show that calls him Lewis.
Hmm.
I've been asking different folks. Okay, why does she call him Lewis? Nobody else calls him Lewis. She did it tonight when she told him he couldn't drive. She said, "I can't let you drive like this, Lewis." I just think that's interesting. And she had said in a
Hmm.
previous season that was hot for E Train like every other warm blooded female. And she was always playing his music. There's something about her and Elijah.
That
And I
is a
thought it was
that's a
interesting
good
that Joyce
tidbit.
said that mhm. And it was interesting that Joyce said that he didn't like her much.
Mm.
He, Elijah didn't like Joyce much. So
But there you
we
go.
got the reference again to what Rock has done with the men in the past, from DEF CON to High Post.
Yep.
And Vanessa had dropped that last season that she did something to High Post. You know,
Yeah.
and we know High Post died from burning. He was burned to death. We don't know what happened to DEF CON. We assume he died in prison, but
Yeah.
you know, she probably had something to do with him going to prison. So it's a lot to come out in the next 2 seasons. A lot of history and
And
backstory
I agree, and I think
that's
they
going
have
to
so
affect the
much.
present.
They got so much latitude to be able to tell a great story compared to the other, spin-offs, just because they shot it back to back, right? This season and then season 5, shot it back to back. Everything's already been completed, so that means they had to be intentional about storytelling. And so I think we're gonna enjoy this journey. I think maybe as the fans, we get a lot of answers um, that we probably would
Yeah.
have long held across, just even going back to the original Power. We'll see a lot of things start to make sense and things start to line up, just because they have given that amount of space to be able to tell that story. And so, yeah, you mentioned something that's a pretty good tidbit there. I gotta say, and I gotta look back at that and see, because she does have sort of a, obviously her being elderly, she does have sort of like a protective nature to Lou, but she does call him Lewis. That is true, and it's little things like that. Like I would have probably glossed over if it was Ghost, like Power Book 2 Ghost, but in Raising Kanan, yeah, you gotta pay a little bit more attention to it, because the writers they have over here
Hmm.
a little bit more mature in their storytelling. So Jon Snow says 5 out of 10 first episode. I would agree. I would agree. 5 out of 10. But it will get better, and that's what we
I'll
know
give
is
it.
Raising
I'll give
Kanan.
it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Man, that's gratuitous. That's
I'll
really
give it an 8.
gratuitous, man. I don't know. I don't know. Um, for me, I gotta keep it real all the time. But yeah, no, I mean, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna take some of these things that you mentioned just now, really think on these as I'm working on my breakdown video, and see how that weaves in as well. And mentioned that you definitely gave me the idea for that too, and I'll probably look back at some things to add into that. But no, man, I definitely think that's important. But appreciate you coming up and hopping on the watch party, man. And so we'll see how it goes. But again, looking forward to the next one, man. And so take a look out for after my video is gonna be dropping, and we'll talk soon, man.
Okay. All right. It's good to see you. You hadn't been on in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't. That's one of the things that I was telling everybody at the beginning, man. I'm a busy man, so I know a lot of people they drop YouTube videos back to back on everything. I was just mentioning how when I do videos, it's because I'm passionate about it, and so Power, I love the show, other shows as well. I'll be doing on this shortly, but I told him before, I'm running an agency, and I'm also in construction of a movie theater. So I'm busy trying to keep life going on the side in the real world instead of sort of YouTube every day. But yeah, definitely gonna pick it back up. Have some things in the background going. So keep an eye out, man. You'll definitely see what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate you coming on, Ronald.
Watch out for that kidney cancer too. I think there's foreshadow. We're probably gonna lose Joyce.
I heard that for sure. I definitely heard that, and I see.
Yeah, that's gonna do some things to the family.
Oh yeah, and then bring her back inside there. But let's see.
Okay. So do I just click hang up? Is that what I do?
I'll drop you off, and then you'll be able to push back out to the main live.
All right. Okay.
All right. Thanks again for coming up, Ronald. Man, yeah, that was yeah, he definitely has always some good points. And Ronald comes on, definitely helps me to see things a little differently on Raising Kanan in particular. But looks like we got some chats going on. Say Breeze has arrived. I mean, I agree. I think in this little image that we have right here, I wish I had like a pen to like draw this, but Sasha Penn, he's the executive producer of Raising Kanan. And so I always mention this. It's one of those things that people, tend to look over. But Sasha Penn, at the end of production of season 3 of Raising Kanan, which was around March 2023, when they finished shooting it, he posted this. The executive producer, the showrunner, Raising Kanan. So the last episode that would have been produced for season 3, which was when who came back? Unique. Why did he post this? Why did he post this? Do I need to make it bigger? Why did he post this? Do you guys read what this says? Can you see this? Why did he post this? Just saying, like, are we gonna continue to overlook this? This was at for end of season 3. This had nothing to do with season 4. They had finished wrapping production of season 3. Why post this? So I'm definitely gonna keep this screenshot handy, and keep on. Nah, but see, Sasha has no reason to troll us. That's what I'm saying. He said he's trolling us. He has no reason to troll us. I follow him on Instagram. That doesn't seem to be the nature of his posts. So I'm just saying, Gary Lennon liked it as well. Gary Lennon is the producer on other Power shows as well. So just saying, man. Just saying. But anyways, guys, thanks for hopping on the watch party. Take a look out for my breakdown video. I am going down slowly because it is 1 a.m. at the moment. And I appreciate you guys coming on, man. It was good. Always a pleasure connecting with all of you as the fans and just having this conversation and going over this amazing universe of shows where they have the hits and misses. Tonight was a miss, in my opinion. But again, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.